But you can see the S&P broke down hard on the 18th. If you're following your breath, obviously you would have been short from the 17th. But the 18th was the trigger for RSI on the 4-hour chart. And now we're coming into a 7. So I used chaos levels, and final chaos target for this leg is 3855. We've hit the 3.59 at 3891, and we're coming into a 7. One of two things is going to happen. We're going to get either a flush like this and then a bounce, okay, to this 390 area probably, or we're just going to bounce from here up to this 3920, 3950 area. That's what I'm seeing. I think we need a bounce, and then we'll roll over further. Let's go down to a 1-hour time frame. You can see kind of the divergence coming in on the 1 hour, right? Perfect divergence here. 15 minutes, extremely obvious, right? So price made a lower low and RSI made a higher high. If we graph our RSI like this, you can see it's just pushing over right now. So the question is, does it confirm above this downtrend line on the 15-minute, or do we get one more push lower right down to this 38.54 level? You can see how well these levels were respected, by the way. This is how I know I drew this correctly. 1.618 was slightly respected and then just dropped further. The selling was too strong. 2.618 was massively respected. And then we just dumped, tagged 3, and then we bounced between 3 and 3.59. Oftentimes, price does bounce between these two levels before hitting the final target. So let's see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if they flush it this low and then bounce it back up to make sure they get that options expiry pin above 3390, right? They can't expire down here. They can't expire down here. They have to expire up here if they want to get that options pin. If you're a bear, this is not a bad little short area. Just jump in, put your stop right over here, 3907 or so, and put your take profit at 38.55. What kind of risk reward does that give you? Let's say if you did that little trade right there, right? Stop right there, target here. And boom, risk to 7.5 to 1 risk reward. So you can be wrong. Like, you can get stopped out 5 times. As long as this eventually hits, you're in profit. Okay, so let's go to a daily chart. Let's talk about it from like a higher time frame perspective. What's kind of happening here? So this is my wave series that I drew. We had a wave 1, a wave 2 rebound, and I'm expecting this to be a wave 3. There might be a slight pause tomorrow, but then it should just cascade down into this 3650, 3600 area, either right here or right here. This is the midpoint of this downtrend channel. It would make sense to head all the way down here. Then I expect a big bounce for wave 4 and then a final wave 5 to just go below these lows. Maybe just tag this area again, the midpoint, before then we get our big bounce. And that would make sense with what I'm seeing kind of here, right? So if this is our uptrend RSI line, I can see RSI breaking down just to come down here, which would confirm this whole pattern. So this is kind of my like long-term plan, and I am in some longer-term shorts that I piled into on the way up. I've been shorting since right in this area right here. I started adding to my shorts around January 9th, January 10th, and I kept adding as we went up here. And now some of them are in profit. SQQ shorts are in large profits, my puts and my my ones on spot. SQQ, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a 3-time ETF short on the QQQs. Here are my shorts. So you can see I just loaded with one size of 1 lot each time. And I originally had my highest short at 408, and I moved my once we had the breakdown, I went to sleep and I moved my stop to 4008.1, and I got stopped out because we went out to 4013. But the other ones, I had higher stop losses, so they didn't get stopped out. These are my other positions. One was at 390 and one was at 400. You see I closed this one at 3935. This one was at 39370. I closed them on the way down. I opened another position, closed it at 3949. These are kind of like little positions. And finally came down to this 3920 area. And this is where I was like, okay, we were getting more of a breakdown. So I opened up more positions with slightly bigger size. Here's a 3920, got stopped out at 3901. I just lower it as we go down because the majority of the move had already happened. So these are just like little small positions. And then you can see I took some slightly bigger positions when there was large volatility at the opening, around the opening hours. And these are my final positions before I did the show. I had this on going into the show, this buy, but I got stopped out as you can see, in slight profit. Those are my trades today.